Hello, everyone. It is Kelly Daubach, Executive Business Coach, Passionpreneur, and I'm going live in the Corporate Executive and Employee Sanctuary. I'm here today to talk a little bit about how to make our lives easier on selling and digital marketing on social media. Guys, I'd be completely fibbing to you if I said that all of this came naturally to me. But I do want to humbly share a story with you, so perhaps we can giggle together and recognize that we're all the same in being scared to do certain things and take on different challenges in our personal and professional growth. A funny story is, if you guys are in this Facebook, and I tagged people early on in my welcome message. But the first live video that I ever did, I recorded 52 times. It took me over maybe 6 hours, 2 days, and it was only a 2-minute video. I critiqued it, I judged it, I tried to edit it. That was a whole other story because I had never used editing software. But I cried, I was overwhelmed, I was discouraged. And I will tell you that it really truly made me question going forward, and if I could do this, and if I could do this digitally, or if I wanted to take another route and try and build my business locally via all local networks. But I knew digital was the way of the future, and I knew that it was my own fear of what other people would think and really worrying about the message and how other people heard the message. Guess what? Then I woke up and realized I have no control over how other people receive my message. I do have control over the message I put out. And so I share that with you because that was a turning point in my ability to persevere and move forward and go with a new attitude. And I'm also going to share one other perspective before I get into the 5 tips of social media marketing, how to make it easier on you. I received a message this morning from someone in a group, and this person asked, I'm going to push my business hard in January. Give me all the tips, all the viral posts, all of the things that I need to do to really make it work. And at first I didn't respond because I thought this person just really, doesn't have the highest level of integrity in what they're trying to put out, because they're truly trying to sell. They use the word push. And I know that selling in alignment with your own integrity and on brands that you're truly in alignment with and products and services, there's no such thing as push. There is showing up, sharing from your own experience, and being real with people. Because again, we cannot make anyone our client or our customer. We can share our message and attract those that are ready to hear it. So there is no shortcuts in selling. And even though it is social media, a lot of people think that you can you can decrease the sales cycle, or you can make it shorter. Guys, you can't speed up people's trust. And so I will just kind of leave that there for whoever needed to hear that, because I find myself, when people try and in-message me or connect with me and sell something to me, on the first introduction, I typically reply with a voicemail and I say, you don't have my trust yet, and I'm not sure that I would really want to ever buy what you're asking me to consider. But what I am sure of is that any chance of connecting on that product is gone now. So you lose people's trust when you try and rush the process, and it's progress over perfection. It is showing up every week, going live on every platform. Pick one platform, pick 2 platforms, pick 3 platforms or 4. Just make sure you're consistent. So, starting with the 5 tips to make social marketing easier. The first one is overcome your fear and find courage. Guys, I shared with you my story. I have to completely be vulnerable and share that, because I want you to know that it doesn't come without fear. It's completely normal. So you can talk to me about it, and I can, help walk you through and overcome some of your mindset blocks, or you can talk to a friend that maybe has just shared something very vulnerable or very close to their hearts, but they found the courage to show up and share it on social media. And if they did that very likely with the intention to help someone else that's going through it. So if it comes from a place of genuine intention to help others, that is the place of where you're going to truly connect and leverage the power of social marketing. So talk with people about your fears. Fears are real, but they should not stop you from getting on and letting go of what other people think. Because I could tell you, my lighting's not perfect today. I wasn't sure what I was going to put on 10 minutes before this, and I showed up. I had my message, I have my content, and I'm here. Introduction message. No matter what platform you connect on, don't connect to connect. Guys, it actually drives down the algorithms on all platforms to just make connections on social media and never have interactions with either that individual or with the majority of individuals that you're connected with. Whether they're liking the post or commenting or vice versa, you're doing the same. And also providing content and messaging and getting to know each other through Messenger. Again, no matter the platform. So even if it's someone you know from high school or someone that you were longtime friends with another lifetime ago, and you say, oh, I know that person, just send them a quick message and say, hey, here's what I've been up to for the past 10, 20 years. Hey, remember we connected last summer I met you out in South Dakota on my family vacation. I don't know. But just reconnect from more than a click of a button, because it will not only help strengthen the value of your relationships, but also will help strengthen the overall perpetuity of being able to have access to valuable content that aligns with you, and allowing the same for others to see your content. So I simply ask when I make a new connection, I share something about my family, something about my passions, and something about my goals or dreams. And it's either a voice message or sometimes it is a typed message. But this is Kelly Dabach, this is who I am, and this is what I'm working towards in life. How about you? And some people respond and some people don't. But you don't have to necessarily leave your focus on if they respond or not. I will preach until the cows come home. Your job is to show up with your message and attract the people that are willing and ready to have what you're providing. Number 3, give more than you take. Encourage, empathize, and be human. Give a like and response with posts that resonate with you. If you are reading a post, put yourself in a room with that person that you just happened to do you were maybe at a wedding or a place that you meet all kinds of new individuals, new introductions. Put yourself sitting and having coffee with that person that you bumped into them at a coffee shop and you got to know them and they shared this story with you. What would you do? Would you empathize? Would you give them a hug? Would you give them a thumbs up? Would you LOL? Would you laugh? The reactions on social media should be human. They should represent who you are. So be authentic and connect. Connect with a reaction to their story that is truly genuine. Again, the easiest way to do that is read social media posts like you were talking to that person in a real life situation. The next is or within that same context, is to ask your friends and rally your brand ambassadors. There are a lot of different ways to increase your social media post and boost your algorithm, and there are groups that you can become part of, some paid and some for free, that are just out there trying to build their brand. And so if you're interested in getting to know who that is or what types of groups that is, message me. I'm happy to share what I know. I'm part of them, so if you see, especially on different Facebook posts and LinkedIn, if I have a lot of visibility, it's because I'm part of different groups that help boost each other up. And that is something that anyone can have. You just have to know, again, how to connect and how to support each other. So number 4, get active in networking in groups. And I say this because I'm on Facebook, I'm sharing this on Facebook. But if you are an accountant, and I would suggest that you get active in groups that are talking about how business owners, make it through tax season, or how to make sure that your taxes are appropriately filed for small businesses. Or maybe you want to help corporations cut off the 2 weeks of closing the books. I don't know what it is, but you have to connect with people that are looking for your need. So whether maybe you're selling a weight loss product, maybe you are have a tutoring business. I would search that, moms with kids being schooled remotely. But what I will say is, don't go in those groups and try and sell your service. Go in those groups and show up and authentically share what you're going through or what made you passionate about that. Share articles, become an expert in those groups, and allow people to be attracted to the knowledge that you're sharing, not the product that you're selling. People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. And so going in those groups, if you try and sell, it's going to get you kicked out anyway. So let me save you some time and go in and provide value and ask for recommendations. Every so often I will think, oh man, I wish I knew somebody who knew that. And the first place I'll go is in my groups, because people love to help people. And so if you're showing up and genuinely appreciating people taking the time to help you, then the same will come in return. People will want to buy from you. People will want to become interested in what you do. If you're passionate about helping others, I know that is one commonality that we all have in this group, and it will show in the way that it will show or not show in the way that you present on social media. The last one is start today to make sales 3 to 6 months from now. Again, I go back to that message I read this morning, and I just thought, tell me what I can do to really push this business in January. If you guys take that mentality and you don't take a realistic approach to getting to know people and building relationships and building a genuine business, then you're not going to be successful. So the people that I talked to or started to follow me or, have interest in what I was doing, that I'm talking to today about different services that I can support them with, it is people that I had connected with 3 to 6 months ago, or that have been in my personal network for the last 15 years. Because those are the people that know that they can trust me and that I would provide value to them. So you have to show up consistently, because if you want sales 3 months from now, you have to show up today, or 6 months from now. And I will also say, posting consistently, people are watching. Just because they don't like, or because they don't comment, or because they don't share, people are watching. I posted consistently for 100 days on LinkedIn, 100 out of 120 days on LinkedIn. And I was like, gosh, this is not getting me anywhere. I'm not necessarily attracting the clients that I'm trying to attract. But guess what I did attract? People that were searching my keywords for consulting. And I had 3 opportunities that I didn't go after. They came to me. So that consistent posting and showing the visibility of your brand, that is the way that you attract people. Not sell to people, but attract people. So consistency is it's number 5 on this list, but it is absolutely key to running a successful business and brand on social media. So let me just review, and I'll put them in the comments as well, and my blog will be on my website, as always, if you want to download it or share it. But the 5 ways to make social marketing easier is overcome your fear and find courage. It's real, so get support. Talk to me, talk to a friend, talk to someone who's done it, and overcome it. Number 2, always introduce yourself personally to any connection that you make, whether it's through a voice message or through a quick introduction. Make a warm introduction. It's like shaking a hand and meeting someone. Would you just shake their hand? Or would you say, hi, my name is Kelly and I'm blah, blah, blah. Think about that. That just kind of clicked. But think of putting the connect button as shaking someone's hand. And think of the voice message or the text behind it as your introduction. Number 3, give more than you take. Love people's posts, empathize with them, feel sad with them, encourage them, empower them, keep them going. Give more than you take. is what will continue to fuel you to show up in what you do, but it will also help the algorithm so that your content gets seen in the right feeds. Number 4, get active in groups and provide value. Do not sell. Again, selling in groups will get you kicked out, but providing value in groups and making genuine connections will get you clients. And number 5, start today to make sales 3 to 6 months from now. So that just goes to show, again, you have to plant seeds today if you want to begin to harvest them 3 to 6 months from now. And that's really in any kind of business. That's not just in social marketing. But if you don't start today, by the time you do start, you're looking at 6 months to a year out. So it doesn't have to be a major heavy lift. The gig economy is here to stay. And so if you don't want to stay tethered to your corporate chair and you want to maybe, have other streams of income or have an opportunity to consult or teach or provide any kind of service, you have to have an LLC. You have to have a strategy. And so you can start today just by commenting on posts, connecting with one new person, seeking out people in your industry. I will tell you that, over the past 6 months, I have expanded my idea of what a career would look like and established going into 2022 4 new streams of revenue that will double what I was making in my last corporate job. And that is 4 business ideas of all which are independent and that will contribute to that. In the case of a 40-hour work week, it's no more, it's no less. So that's how you grow and that's how you expand and that's how you take back your freedom lifestyle from living in just a corporate salary role. So I hope you did enjoy my tips today. And if you have any questions, happy to chat. Thanks everyone. Have a good weekend. Rest of your week. Sorry.